China was ruled for more than 2,000 years by emperors who claimed the mandate of heaven, presiding over a vast civilization that saw itself as the center of the world. Decline, weakened by corruption, population pressure, as Western empires armed with industrial technology forced open Chinese ports during the Opium Wars, imposed unequal treaties, seized territories such as Hong Kong, and extracted trading privileges, while a newly modernized Japan defeated China in 1895. Internal rebellions such as the Taiping and Boxer uprisings devastated the countryside and exposed the dynasty's inability to defend the nation, and reform efforts came too late to restore confidence. So, in 1911, a chain reaction of provincial revolts broke out, and in February 1912, the child emperor Puyi abdicated, bringing imperial rule to an end and clearing the path for a republic envisioned by Sun Yat-sen, whose three principles. Yet the new Republic of China was fragile from the start. Lacking strong institutions or a unified army, power soon fell into the hands of military strongmen who sidelined parliament, and upon his death left the country fragmented among rival warlords whose private armies battled for territory, taxation rights and influence, rejecting Confucian hierarchy and tradition in favor of science, democracy, and new political ideologies, inspiring young thinkers including a former librarian named Mao Zedong, who in 1921 joined 12 others in founding the Chinese Communist Party in Shanghai, while at the same time the Nationalist Party, or Kuomintang, reorganized under Chiang Kai-shek and reunified China, initially cooperating with the Communists in the United Front, but ultimately turning against them in 1927 with a violent purge in Shanghai that triggered full-scale civil war, forcing the communists into rural bases and culminating in the epic Long March of 1934–35. Yet the ordeal consolidated Mao's leadership and reshaped the communist movement around peasant mobilization and guerrilla warfare. Imperial Japan launched a full invasion of China in 1937. Alliance against a common enemy during 8 brutal years of war that devastated infrastructure and cost millions of lives. And when Japan surrendered in 1945, the Civil War resumed almost immediately, this time with the Communists gaining the advantage through effective rural organization, land reform promises, and disciplined military strategy, so that by 1949 Communist forces captured Beijing and Shanghai, and on October 1st Mao proclaimed the founding of the People's Republic of China, while Chiang and the nationalists retreated to Taiwan, creating a political division that persists to this day. Once in power, Mao sought to transform China through sweeping socialist policies, redistributing land, nationalizing industry, and attempting rapid industrialization through the Great Leap Forward, beginning in 1958, a campaign that aimed to propel China into communist prosperity, but instead resulted in catastrophic famine and tens of millions of deaths, followed in 1966 by the Cultural Revolution. Purge party rivals and eradicate old customs, leading to widespread persecution, social chaos, and economic disruption until Mao's death in 1976 opened the door for a profound shift in direction under Deng Xiaoping, decentralized agriculture, encouraged private enterprise, and welcomed foreign investment through special economic zones such as Shenzhen, lifted hundreds of millions out of poverty and integrated the country deeply into global trade networks while maintaining single-party political control. China has pursued ambitious projects to expand its global influence, presenting
深化民
itself
族伟大
once
复兴而
again
努力
as
奋
a
斗。
central actor in world affairs. And thus, China's modern history unfolds as a sweeping narrative of imperial collapse, revolutionary upheaval, ideological experimentation, immense human cost, economic reinvention, and renewed geopolitical ambition, a story defined by cycles of humiliation and resurgence, and by a persistent determination to restore national strength and dignity on the global stage.